Hello my wonderful visionaries, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing with Norco today. I think we're coming down the home straight now. We're in Act 3. I know there's 3 acts. Probably this episode and one more. I've loaded this conversation up again, so I'll quickly read through this and then we'll take it from there. So, okay. In the last episode, a lot happened. Million looked like an alien and tried to kill us. So let's continue. Hey again, kid, I leave you alone for a couple of hours and you nearly get yourself killed. You lucky I passed by when I did. I can't remember what we picked. What happened? Or where am I? We're in my place in the Apple Street Padu PI. What happened? Maybe you can tell me. I'm walking back from the bar, passing by your house when I hear a scream. I run inside and the damn robot's trying to eat your face off. Oh my god. I forgot that. I think I was quite tired last time. Had to empty my clip just to slow it down. Thank you. Catherine would haunt my ass if I let something happen to you. Is Million still alive? I don't think so, kid. Million's back at the house, spread out all over the floor. I don't want this to be too difficult for you. I know that robot was in your family a long time. You're not soft like your brother, so I'll just say it straight. I never trusted her, never. When I heard Catherine brought you into your house, I said to myself that ought to cause some trouble. Million's a St. Clair unit. That company's bread and butter is corporate security and espionage. They don't let one of those things just walk away. Anyway, they end up right where Thomas Sinclair wants them to be, listening, watching. Catherine's a person of interest in them. They took advantage of her one weakness, guilt. She blamed Blue's death on herself. She made his life piss poor for a while. The man would work every turnaround he could just to catch a break from it. Hello my wonderful visionaries. Hello my wonderful visionaries, and welcome to the channel. We're doing another episode of the Norco Let's Play. This is episode, I believe it's 6 now. I think we're going to be doing this one and then ideally one more after. So yeah, let's just jump straight back into it. We did have a conversation with this guy before we left last time. Basically, poor Million has been shot. We think Million's bad though. He's trying to eat Kay's face. So let's see. We've got a little description here of Million. Million was a spy, and the Blanc believes that Million was a spy for the Thomas Sinclair, planted in your home to keep tabs on your mum. Million. It's a while back though. Million's been with the family for a long time. Place next door complains they can see me when I'm on the pot. Told them look the other way, ain't like I'm making you watch. But I think they like my hole otherwise. Keeps us connected. Ah, he's got a toilet next to his desk. What an animal. And a hole. Lots more I could say about this hole. Hell, I could stand here and talk to you about it all day. Wow. Please do not do that. Toilet's right there if you need to wash off. Wash off? In the toilet? This guy's got suspicious eyes. He's been washing his hands in toilets. Do you have a sink? That's where I keep track of all the dead bodies I found. You can find a lot of dead bodies if you go looking around. Kind of like treasure hunt. This guy's a psycho. I think we trust him. He's an absolute psycho. Face paint kit. Stop touching that unless you want to see me clown up. This, my office where the magic happens. Pretty cool, huh? This is getting to be too much. Figures, after Catherine died, she'd leave a big mess behind. Just keep your head on straight, alright? Going to find Blake, then you can skip town again and forget this place for good. Hell, if there's room in the truck, I might come along. I trusted Million. Like I said, I never trusted her, not for a minute. Figured she was just a set of eyes for Thomas Sinclair. Oh yeah, because he knew that, right? Jesus Christ. Oh. Head drive client. That's new. We still have the voice memos. Wonder if we still need to use that. Okay, I think we're done in here. Apple Street, baby. Oh. A man wearing battle armour emblazoned with a red cross crouches over a turtle on the sidewalk. A name tag that reads Garrett is fixed to the man's armour. He finally got his armour. Let's talk to this guy. Garrett. I was just... Who the fuck are you? Man, I know this looks weird. I got separated from my co-workers and then I saw this turtle, so I stopped to take a look. Why are you outside my place of business dressed like a pervert? Pervert? I'm dressed like a knight. How am I dressed like a pervert? Look, I can go. Why are you here? For work, I guess. What kind of work? Spiritual work. Kind of like yoga. Or, no, more like outer space stuff. Rockets. We're into self-improvement, weightlifting, stuff like that. Sounds cool as shit, like a cult. Sounds... Yeah, cults aren't cool, right? Sounds like a cult. Are you joking? Cults are for losers. Who are impressionable and desperate for easy answers. We're... Well, whatever. It's a lazy word for people who don't get it. We're not a cult. Where'd you get this costume? It's not a costume. Why does everyone keep calling it that? I'm a soldier of Christ. Soldier? Who do you fight? Scum, mainly. Scum? Cokehead hipsters and punks who hang out downtown and call us Nazis. Where are your co-workers? They said they'd come pick me up before launch, but it's getting kind of late. Launch? Yeah, what's that mean, launch? I don't, man. We were supposed to do this thing tonight, but it kind of fell apart at the last minute. Why fight the scum? Because they think they know everything, but they don't know shit. They think everything they do is morally superior, but it's not. They just make the world worse, but insist they're making it better. I don't want to be in your club, okay? You people are uptight losers. Stop calling me a fucking Nazi. I'm not a fucking Nazi, man. I'm just a guy. I'm Caleb. I mean Garrett. I'm fucking Garrett. This guy's cracking. His just brain is splitting into two. What the fuck? You know, I am very impressed with Norco. The writing here is genuinely funny. It's quite outrageous at some points. Alright, Garrett, we'll leave you alone. Have fun with your turtle, bruh. I will, thanks for stopping by. Floodgate Tavern. Home, dimes discount. Should we have a look in the Floodgate Tavern? Floodgate Tavern, many shield. Okay. Hey again, Kay. What's Brett doing following you around? Need me to call the police? Would you please? Oh, piss on you. I'm over here trying to help you out. Just keep an eye on him, not to be trusted. You're really funny, bruh. Real good joke. Any update? Reporting to you live from the Shield Oil Refinery fence line in Good Hope, where a cargo moving machine is ablaze. Oh, we did that. It is believed that the unit burst into flames after colliding with a flare stack. The oil pirate known as Lucky is wanted in connection with the incident, as well as a string of other arsons across the parish. He is considered armed and dangerous. That dude's been blowing up all kinds of shit. Yeah, we know. He's our homie. He's our bruh. He's our boy. Alright. Nothing new here. Apple Street. Dimes discount. Home. Should I have a little look at Dimes discount? There could be something new. No, okay. Excuse me, little homie. I know you don't know me. At the Batcher? Okay, so that's where we found Lucky, wasn't it? I liked Million, so that was a shame. Where I found you, I came in right here through the front door. It took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from until I climbed into the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into the closet like a damn haunted house. I got down there, see the robot had its claws around your neck, so what I did was I kicked you out of the way. Probably kicked you pretty hard, to come to think of it. Robot's face was all opened up. She had shit, I don't even know what it was, a big glowing tumour floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawer. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit and fell over. It wasn't easy getting you back up the ladder, but I managed. Let's go check, make sure the robot's still there. Maybe you ever look around that room. There's no way Million's still there. Million has gone. She's an alien. She's been shot in the head. How does this guy not know that aliens take 2 headshots to kill? Oh, she's not going to be there, man. Oh, shit. That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. What the hell was Catherine doing in the room? Spooks me out. Don't even look, Kay. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You run your finger over the flaking glass of Million's faceplate. Shards fall to the ground beside her limp hands. There is no life left in the machine. Okay, I was wrong. This is military-grade signal jammer. No wonder I can't pick up no service at the office. One of these is enough to take the whole neighbourhood offline. An anti-malware advertisement repeats itself infinitely on display. Okay, so we've got to click on the console. At the centre of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device. One USB cord runs from the instrument to the computer tower, the other runs to the laptop. Let's fiddle with it. No Wi-Fi connection detected. What kind of gizmo is this? So is it... I think that's a head drive, right? Is that where Catherine's consciousness is stored? Driver's corrupt device requires update. Okay, get me online. This answering machine kind of pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet and see what happens. Can we unjam it? The signal jammer is enough to knock out the whole neighbourhood's wireless network. It takes someone with expertise to disable one of those things. Need me to handle it? Sure? LeBlanc pulls a pistol from his wristband. Oh, come on, LeBlanc, don't shoot it. Oh, you muppet. Do you not have a better way to deal with that? God. Thank me later. That thing should have a connection now. Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Installation complete. Warning. Critical. Functionality has been deprecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile, or we already have a head drive client on a mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic website today. Head drive client, you've got one of them on your phone, K? I do. I do have it. Catherine Madeir. Compressing local artifacts resolved. Establishing remote connection. Are we going to have our mum on an app on our phone? Is she going to help? I think that's going to happen. K. Enumerated items. K, I'm speaking to my daughter. Catherine? Yes. You're fucking with me because I'm drunk. Face enumeration module. Conflict detected. Can you... Attack K. Attacked K? You talking about million? What is million? What are you talking about, Kate? How the hell are we even having this conversation? You pull the phone from the blank. What are you? I am Catherine Madeir, age 52, branch identifier, November XR, YX2RV.0.0. I am hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive without cloud support. I wonder, 32 terabytes, is that enough to download a whole human? Always makes me wonder. Because we think that our memory is finite, right? But we had... I don't know, I read something interesting about memory. How, like, you can have a stimuli that can bring something back from a long, long time ago. Yeah, or you just... Yeah, I don't feel like you ever really truly remember like a one event all like completely, but you can have the odd like thing that refers you to that memory, like a smell or a noise, and then you can remember that in its entirety, where it's like latent, but it doesn't like take up sheer like hard drive space in your mind, right? I am just chatting shit, but this is an interesting concept. 32 terabytes, that just makes me wonder, right? Could you download a whole human on 32 terabytes? I did hear something not too long ago that you could have your entire life probably on, 10 to 12 terabytes, so why not an entire consciousness? Perhaps. Interesting concept, though. We need to find Blake. What happened? Dear to my son, Blake's missing. Blake is missing. He is lost. His face is a shadow. Kate, you know where he might be? Blake is missing. This phone broken or something? What happened to Million? Enumeration error. I'm sorry. I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million. I did think that she would be more complete, right? Like actually have a proper face, not this almost like face of tendrils. Tell us what you remember last. There was a chair where I sat, the room was dark, the clinician asked questions. After the appointment I was to meet with Superduck. About Superduck. Superduck is the versioned consciousness of Duck. What? Please rephrase. Kate, why was you going to see Duck? I was going to see Superduck, a spawn of Duck. A deformity. But why, Catherine? Because of what I saw in the lake. Kate, you ever went to see Duck like I told you to? You better go pay him another visit. I can't make no sense of this. You are my child. Sorry, about me. You are my child. Is the session complete, my oldest? I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk. About Blue. Please specify what you mean by Blue. He was your husband. Kay, can you hear me? Kay, please. I do not know about Blue. I have forgotten Blue. The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this Blue? About Blake. I remember many things about Blake. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die? Oh, man. I remember at the start of this game, I'm just figuring out that she died. Just the bleakness of the whole situation. I want to ask about something else. Oh, that's enough. This answering machine mentioned Duck. Let's run by Dimes and have a word with him. Maybe he knows what's going on with all this nonsense. Okay. Should I turn this down just a little bit? There we go. Okay, we want to go to Dimes, do we? Okay. Oh, can we get anything from here? You grabbed the pry bar. Oh, we couldn't grab it last time. Old disused motorcycle. That's satisfying. We couldn't grab that last time, but now we have a weapon. We want to go to Dimes. Well, it's to see Duck, right? I wasn't actually paying too much attention. Right, I think we need to go see Duck. Here we go. Oh, what's happened here? Garrett, hello. Two teenagers wearing cheap costumes block the door. Each wears a name tag that reads Garrett. This must be them co-workers that little nerd was talking about outside my place of business. The bank regards the teens. Happy Halloween, kids. You look like a couple of soda cans. Get off my lawn, bitch. So you all work with that other little dude outside my place of business. We work only for ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. We're dissident Garretts. Alright, whatever. Where the hell's Duck? Where the hell's Duck? That's what I'm asking you. Deus Volt, motherfucker. Excuse me, boy. Getting a little fresh? Think I might have to whip your ass. Seriously? Let's kill the degenerate. I don't know, dude. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I just... Silence, Garrett. I can't see shit out of this thing. Stand tall. The barbarians are at the gate. The adolescent turns towards LeBlanc. Ready yourself for death. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this guy up first. Garrett attacks. I can't remember, do I actually have to 40 damage. Oh, fuck this shit. Just what in the hell was that about? Let's check on Duck, now I'm worried. Duck, hey Duck. Clay, you around, bro? Old man ain't left the house in years. Hell would the little kids do with hell them little kids do with him. We have a note. You know, before I do that, let's have a little look at this. Garrett. That's all just coming. Oh, we've got a spare. Alright, let's do Million first. Million was shot in the face. After discovering your mum's head drive, Million attacked you. LeBlanc was passing by the house, heard the commotion and rushed to help. He shot her multiple times, destroying her processor. The Garretts are wandering around Norco. There are young men wandering around Norco wearing plastic battle armour and name tags that say Garrett. The Garretts. Okay. Let's read the note. A scribbled letter sits on the desk. Garrett, never thought things would get this fucked up. It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. Never thought things would get this fucked. It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. So that's Blake, I'm assuming. Dead lady's kid, Kay, you don't think... Then he tossed John's head in the water. John's head? Their leader? Oh yeah, so a lot's happened. Obviously Catherine was the leader, but has Duck tossed John's This is getting crazy. What in the... And John's eyes, they weren't his, they were glowing. I'll never forget that. All the Garretts at the Rocket been sneaking around trying to find his head. I didn't like John, but hell, everyone deserves a funeral. We know he tossed it out the boat somewhere around lat 30.077. Latitude... Okay, fuck, I'm not going to remember that. But the lake is so full of sediment, we can't see shit. I'm going to record that, actually. Losing hope that we'll find it. That's all for now. You boys be safe. Them coordinates is in Lake Pontchartrain. They're searching the swamps. LeBlanc slides a paper to you. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing to a lead we've got. That dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Yeah, I said that. Okay, how are you holding up, kid? What's with that letter we found? Bruh. Says they were looking for a head in the lake somewhere around the coordinates it listed. We'll get it figured out, kid. That's the kind of thing they pay me for. Right. This is the last mind map. Sunken head. There's a head in the lake. The Garretts are looking for it. The Garretts may have kidnapped your brother. You found a note at Duck's house that suggested that the Garretts may have kidnapped Blake. The Garretts are looking for a decapitated head. Somewhere in the lake. Okay, cool. That's fucked. But let's go. Wait up a sec. We ain't even done searching the house. Wait, really? Oh. Oh, hell, bro. Is he alive? Duck, hey. Duck slouches his ears off his chair. LeBlanc shakes the man's shoulders and snaps his fingers across his face. He's breathing. Wake up, Pops, wake up. Duck's eyes slowly widen. Brett? He attempts to smile. What's good, detective? Pops? Is he his dad? I did not want to record that. You don't look so hot, Clay. We got to get you some help over here. Just taking a nap is all. Them little creeps still out front. We took care of them. How about you, Kay? You ever get your mother's stuff back from the refinery? Yes. What'd you find? A forged diskette card that unlocked a secret room in the middle of a house. Bruh. Catherine James Bond all of a sudden. Why are you so surprised, Brett? That sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. From the outside she was just normal, mundane, you wouldn't think much of her. But that was a disguise, a costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something. The hell's going on round here, bruh? What them kids was doing outside? The two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in here earlier asking me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to. All because of that thing right there. He lifts his frail hand towards the device on the desk. Biggest mistake of my life. How they managed to find it is beyond me. Thought I'd lost it years ago. Figures had come back to find me. So, what is that device? A piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier. Has my brain sitting on it. Gave birth to that monster that calls itself Super Dark. The one your mother got mixed up with. Yeah, so he basically uploaded his consciousness, but then it took a life of its own. Became Super Dark. Super Dark has sucked up a special light alien ball thing from the last... God, this is crazy. But the head drive seems more or less broken now. Tell us more about your intruders. Where'd they go? Don't know, couldn't even guess what all this is about, but they mentioned your mother. They said they have her? They have Kate? How? That's what I'm wondering myself. Catherine's laying in a casket on River Road. Them dummies probably grabbed the wrong person. What would they want with her? You think I know, Brett? Yeah, so I remember Troy at the start alluded to the fact that she wasn't dead. What would they want with her? You think I know, Brett? What about Blake? They say something about him. Nothing about Blake, but wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Takes after his granddaddy. What were they asking? Asking me to talk to the drive, interpret what it was saying, something about needing to find a rock, or no, a stone. I just kept my mouth shut. I don't want a thing to do with that head drive, it's a curse. But I guess they figured it out on their own because they sure left in a hurry. Why didn't they take the head drive with them? It was so chaotic in here. I didn't know what was going on. All of them just shouting over each other. They were as confused as I was. Whole thing seemed like a big mess. Like nobody was in charge, and suddenly they were gone. How'd they find the head drive? Like you said, I don't have the slightest clue. Figure the monster ran afoul of these people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they could find whatever it is they're looking for. So it seems like Superduck and the Garretts are like at each other. Same type of goals. But John's dead. His head is bobbing around in a river somewhere, which is cray. How'd they know the head drive was yours? That part's easy, it's got my name on the thing. That's enough about the intruders. We'll get you help. No, don't bother with me, a little nap is all I need. No way in hell I'm calling. You ain't calling nobody, Brett, cool it. You think this is bad? The way I am right here? It's been this way for years. You getting bent out of shape about it. I've just been sitting in this house, hardly able to walk, no more good days. You want to help me? Come drop me from time to time, alright? I will, Clay. I really will. Good, that's all I'm asking. He's drifted back to sleep. Okay. Let's leave this guy's crib. Wait up a sec, we ain't even done searching the house. Okay, we've got... Okay, alright. Chill out. So I should research this, even though... I can take the head drive. Books. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. I've read these before and I'm not doing that again. This looks just like the gizmo Kate had when everyone started getting these things and nobody wanted to tell their boy Brett. You think it'll hook up with your phone, Kay? Same as the other one? Let's see. Oh. Okay, so I've got the letter for the coordinates and a primer. Clayton Richard. Network ping detected. Network distress emergency safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Latitude. Longitude. Then coordinates way out in the lake. Just like the ones written down in that note. Your truck got gas? Think we'll be taking us a little trip to the lakefront. I'm ready when you are. Alright, bruh. So you're ready now. Can we leave now, yeah? So Garretts are gone. Got a little update. Things are going fast now, aren't they? Garretts. May have Blake and your mum. Found a note at Duck's house that suggests the Garretts may have kidnapped Blake. Duck also overheard them mention that they have your mum. The Garretts found Duck's head drive. They managed to find the original head drive that spawned a monster called Superduck. Duck believes Superduck stole something from them, and they want it back. They brought the head drive to Duck in order to force him to communicate with them. He refused. The Garretts are in a state of disarray. Duck says the Garretts left his house in a state of disarray and confusion, as if there was a breakdown in leadership, or their leader's dead. So they left in a hurry, however, which may suggest that they have found what they're looking for. The Garretts, finished thought. Okay. Superduck is a viral fork of Duck's consciousness created by the same neural versioning clinic that your mum visited before her death. The head drive that once hosted the version somehow escaped Duck's possession. So the head drive that once hosted the version somehow escaped Duck's possession and spread like a network virus. It eventually manifested itself physically into what Duck describes as a monster. attracted your mum? Your mum was conducting research for the monster in a superduck shortly before her death. Superduck. Cool. So it's like consciousness technology mixed with an alien landing. How you holding up, kid? What was Duck's head drive talking about? It was splitting out coordinates in the lake. Closest thing to a clue we got is just we head that way, do whatever we need to get around town, and let's go. Alright. That's new. Lake Pontchartrain train. Just slow down, kid. Road's washed out up here. Ooh. You continue to accelerate, but the truck stays put. Christ, Gay, what did I tell you? Got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit. We're on foot now, I guess. Looks like there's a fishing camp up the road. If you want to reach the coordinates, we'll need a boat. But they got one that we can borrow. Truck sunk in the mud. We're stranded unless someone can pull us out. Oh, there's a guy fishing. Hey, I know just where we at. That's Peachy Duhon's fishing camp. Me and my daddy more or less lived out here for a time. Old man Peachy hated my ass. And that's the Interstate 10 overpass over there. There's a man on the bulletin board. Might help refresh my memory. And I wonder who we got to talk to to get a ride in that boat. These coordinates we got are all the way out in the lake. Alright. These are all places. Nice little flag boat. Might be able to get some coordinates found. Okay. Takes a key. I'll reread that. Nice little flatboat. Might be able to get them coordinates we found back at Duck's house. But the motor takes a key. Let me take a look at this map right quick so I can get my bearings. The detective inspects the map pinned to the bulletin board, tracing his fingers along the bayous. Yeah, alright, I remember the whole stretch from when I was a kid. They call this area a La Branche. It used to be an old fishing village up until a hurricane knocked it out of the lake. Peachy's camp was the only building left standing. That's where we are now. Trepannier's Pond is just across the way. They named it after the plantation man from back in the day. Okay. Then you got the Interstate Canal. The government dug that to build the Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process, killed off a lot of the trees. That's how we ended up with the ghost bayous. Them just some old bayous without any trees left standing. The banks eroded without no roots to hold them in place, so you can't hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run it aground. Weren't just the government's fault though. Long time ago they used to log the swamps for timber, left scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. The reason it looks like a wheel is because they park a big pull boat right in the centre. Then the guys would start chopping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They called it a pull boat because they'd hitch trees onto a big rope and pull at the centre would pull the trees in. Sorry, they called it a pull boat because they'd hitch the trees onto a big rope and the boat at the centre would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat about the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope. Big coal-fired son of a bitch. My granddaddy told me it'd spit out smoke like you ain't never seen. Then down there in the lower suction canal, a lot of people died along the canal when the hurricane came through and took out La Branche. They got people to scuba diving in there, looking for treasure. Lost to the storm. Not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing here's a map. Looks like somebody stuck a note to it. I wonder if we have to travel around this. We're here. I think we're going to have to travel around it. So looks like this. We need to get the boat. We've got a few notes. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Got shells. Rangia clamshells, yard full of them. I stay in La Place. Call or text. Book your ideal stay in Louisiana's natural wetland habitats with short and long-term options available. You can live like a local in one of America's most mysterious regions. Swamp Away is committed to sustainability. We believe in rebuilding Louisiana's wetlands for a greener, more verdant future. Book before the new year and receive a free snack pack delivery during your stay. Whoever been raising my trap's been going to die, brah. And then, it's a Garrett letter. It's a fucking Garrett letter. Name tag, pins a hand, scrawled letter to the board. Yo, Garrett. Garrett again, with these little dudes. Meet us at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. John's Pond. Ain't never heard of John's Pond in my life. It's a mess over there. People been posting about it online. Driving out from the city to take pictures with the Ark. If you're coming from this way, the only route is through the Ghost Bayous. Open up the Apocryphon app and take a look at the map. You'll see some blinking lights. Those marks the locations of portals. When you drive through them, it's like snorting the stuff Ditchman scrapes off the urinal. It's a fucking nightmare. If you can keep your head on straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink, just like you see on the map. Do that, and you'll get swamp vision, bruh. The Ghost Bayous will appear for you. Good luck. What? Do I do it on here? Or do I... We're getting a lot of updates now. Let's do it. Garrett's... Our meeting at John's Pond. The letter on the fishing camp bulletin board instructs Garrett's passing through to meet at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. Okay. Do I do it here? What's that about what you see? Wait, what's that about? You see that? You hold the phone up to the map and it shows some little blinking dots. The one at the logging wheel is blinking real fast. The one at the Trapanga's pond is blinking slow. Move your phone around the map. See if there's more. What the fuck is going on? Can't do anything with it. That one's going really slow. So that's not even blinking. How odd. How you holding up, kid? What'd you make of the map at the bulletin board? This one right here, when you held your phone up to it, it showed blinking dots. No two dots blink the same. I don't know what to make of it. Did you pass your phone over the whole thing? And there was a letter pinned to the map. Might be worth a read. What are we doing here? Shit, you know, I'm asking myself the same question. But here's what I think. I think them little dudes named Garrett kidnapped your brother. I think they came out to the lake looking for something. Maybe it was the head they mentioned in the note they left at Duck's place. Maybe it was the coordinates of the distress signal, the one that Duck's gizmo was spitting out. I ain't got the whole picture pieced together yet. And now we've got another note. The one they left on the bulletin board. They mentioned John's Pond, wherever the hell that is. I'm just going to reread this quick. Northeast side of the lake. So, top right. Northeast side of the lake. You're coming this way, the only route is through is the Ghost Bayous. See some blinking lights. Those mark the locations of portals. When you drive through them, it's like snorting. If you can keep your head straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink just like they see on the map. Do that and you'll get swamp vision, bro. Okay, so let's just see if I have to... Do I do it from here? Oh no, wrong thing. So that's blinking real slow. Logging wheels pulsating. Interstate canal isn't even moving, and then that one is doing dap 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 dap. Let's see if I can remember. Dap 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 dap. And then that one is boom boom boom. I might have to remember this, right? Okay. It's fucking strange. A man fishes from the dock. Let's speak to this dude. Give me your keys. Evening. That your boat? Not mine. I believe that boat belongs to the camp. So they got the key inside one of them units? I suppose they do. Let's go pay them a visit. Okay. See if we can get the key from one of them. Can you help us pull our truck out the mud? You were racing down the levee, weren't you? She was hitting every washout she saw. Wish I could help. I've got a winch on my truck, but it's on the other side, the spillway. You know Peachy? Duhon, the old man who owns this camp. Sure, I knew Peachy. What do you mean knew Peachy? You ain't seen it about it on the news? Peachy been dead a long time ago, maybe 10 years. Come on. Yeah, Peachy been dead and he took several others with him. The man finally cracked. Damn, figured it might end up like that for him. He was a bad dude. You say anything about me before he died? Brett LeBlanc? What? Anything bad about me? I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in the camp with those hostages, a pile of ammunition, refused to leave. Wasn't because he was mad at me though. The hell kind of question is that? Forget it. So who's got the camp now? His grandson split the place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kinds of people pass in and out now. Figure they don't have any clue what took place inside there. You know anything about that note on the bulletin board? The one with the name tag on it? All I know is that these boys keep coming by taking pictures of the map with their phones. They're always interesting types passing through since they turned Peachy's place into a vacation rentals, but these fellas are a different type entirely. Alright. Which one should we go to first? Knock knock knock. Open up! We got to use the boat right quick. The boat came with the rental, it's ours. Bruh. Let me just lay it out for you. This little highway rat right here is looking for her brother. You got me? You think he might be out there in the swamp? I wish I could help you, but we need that boat. Good luck. Nah. Knock again, Kay. Just keep knocking till we get that key to the boat motor. They'll eventually get sick of us. Hey man. Lord help me. If you need the boat so much, why aren't you using it? It's none of your business. This isn't any of your business. We're trying to save lives here, bruh. As are we. Save lives how? Through research, which this conversation is preventing me from conducting, so please leave. Good night. I don't want to record that. Knock again, just keep on knocking. I can do this all night. Hey, come on. Please, I'm begging you to quiet down. Listen, I think we can work something out here. Trout, my cousin Susie's ex-husband, he bought 4 or 5 gold doubloons from a Canadian guy in Mississippi. He buried one of them under his mum's house. I'm over there all the time. I keep a few car batteries in her shed. Been using them back at my office. They old ones, but they still hold a good charge. This is all nonsense. I can't lend out that boat indefinitely, you understand? We need it. It won't be indefinite. We got those coordinates from a little gizmo sending out a distress call. A distress call? Whoa, shit, that made me jump. My Podner duck. The door slams open upon the mention of Duck's name. So, yeah, a buddy of mine has this little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know. An answering machine, I guess? Kept spitting out these coordinates in the lake. What else did it say? Well, there's a guy there. And there's a guy there. So it's got a stressed out node, bruh. Something getting stressed out in the lake. Where are the coordinates? They in the phone. It's the node. Figure you're right. Is this LeBlanc? No, I don't think it is. Are you two... And you two are just going to boat right up to it? Sure, boating ain't nothing to me, been boating my whole life. Why wouldn't we? Because it isn't safe. What other option is there? It isn't safe, Abby. Are you familiar with the network that some call SuperDuck? Duck's my buddy I was telling you about. Clayton Richard. Yeah, Clay, good buddy of mine. Dallas, this guy look familiar? I never said I knew the source. Dallas from earlier. With his joy tie. Give him the key. Shit, really? That'd sure help. It's irresponsible. If we give you the key, you must do something for us. Happy to help. What do you need? Take this. The woman passes you a small handheld device. Hold it before the node. Press the little button. Think we can manage that? And return it to us. That's it. That's it. Dallas? Yeah? The boat key. Give it to them. Dallas reaches the key to you. As he looks you in the eye, a glimmer of familiarity lights his own. He says nothing. Settled, I suppose. That's right, it is. Whoa. Yes, what is it? Did you get my reading? What's all this about? I've been following the evolution of SuperDuck Network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this. How so? We believe that it's dying. Communication across the region has been scrambled and erratic. Birds are dropping from the sky en masse. It's even affecting the local wetland habitats. I have reason to suspect an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure to one of these nodes. Who is your colleague? Why would that be relevant to you? Peter, please. She was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud, and plagiarism, and harassment. She had a reputation for being irresponsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence her findings. I once co-authored a paper with her on the fence-line community of dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. They're talking about Catherine, I'm guessing. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable and believe S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death. But I also suspect that SuperDuck played a role. Her cancer was in remission the night that she was exposed. Her cancer was in remission the night that she was exposed to the Fat City node. Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks. I'm sorry, Dallas, but this is a reality you must come to grips with. Who are you conducting this research for? My research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. Cagey. Stay safe. There's something in the air tonight. What do you mean? Doesn't matter what I mean. Just keep your wits up. Okay. A man in a trench coat and an elaborate bolo tie stares down at the carpet. Sorry, Dallas, what's up? What's your role in all this? I don't feel like getting into it. Been running jobs for Super for years, that's all. That's why Dr. Moore pulled me into this. All my money is tied up in Quack coin, and now with the network down, Quack's worth nothing. So I take whatever work comes my way, how it goes. Right. Images cycle across the screen. Cypress trees, marsh, grass, piers, and other details from locations scattered around the lake. Do we need to even knock here? SuperDuck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in LeBranch have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of SuperDuck network. SuperDuck may have contributed to your mum's death. Your mum was in remission when she visited the superduct node in Fat City. Following this exposure, her relapse was rapid and her death came soon after. The high-frequency radiation emitted by the superduct node may have played a role. Superduct. Oh, should we knock on here? What are you bothering these people for? We've already got the boat key. Let's go. Okay, cool. Let's see. Look at that, it works. Let's take a little ride. You heading into the lake? Yes, sir. You done much riding out there? All the time. Then you know what it's like. A lot of the land is eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. You're talking about the ghost bayous. That's right. The man turns his attention to you. You see what I'm saying? Can you explain this? Can you please explain? Salt water's been getting in all these bayous because of the channels they done cut through the swamp for logging, for building the bridge, for pipelines. The swamp's all chopped up. This vegetation don't like salt water, and the vegetation is what holds this land together. Once the vegetation dies, the land begins to erode, falls apart, dissolves into the water. So what I'm telling you is this. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged cypress trees, might even get yourself stuck. Then how are we supposed to get through? Yeah. The strange boys with the name tags that have been coming around lately, they seem to get through the ghost bayous just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. And one more thing. If you got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of stuff is hidden in the lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Nah, they got ghosts in the water. Nonsense. Don't pay that any mind. Been swimming in these bayous all my life. If you get an alert from the sonar, dive in and see what it's all about. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, I think that's a pretty good place to leave it. We're running just shy. Yes, we're at about 50 minutes right now. So the next episode should be the final one. I'm planning on playing the game all the way. Nothing drastic's happened. I think this is pretty much the setup for the final act. So looking forward to finally getting through this. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. This one will be uploaded I want to say pretty quickly after the previous one I've done, and then I want to get this finished as soon as possible, so keep an eye out for the next one if you've got this far and you're still watching. So again, thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.